What up, what up, what up, what up? Part two, welcome back to the Cool Kids Corner. I'm the coolest nerd, the coolest kids you're gonna find. He is I and I am him, C's. And we're gonna get right into this sneaker stuff, man. Like I said, I gotta talk about my issue about the sneaker game right now. I hopped out the sneaker game probably 7 years ago. Probably something around that time. And with the name brand sneakers, I started doing independent designers because it started to get ridiculous, especially when you had the sneaker app come out and Adidas did the same thing with their Adidas app. And you're making me work harder for this. It wasn't like that back in the day, man. You got me working to get a pair of sneakers. And I just don't understand it. The game was rigged by Nike because the sneakers are available. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sneakers are available. Actually, today you'll see pictures about. I'm gonna give y'all updates if up here, down here somewhere. You'll see a whole bunch of sneakers coming out. Your Gamma Ray, your Gamma 11s had a restock today, and if they were sold out, and they hit the record for the second quickest sellout in 15 minutes, then why is there a restock? Sneakers sold out. There is no restock. So, I mean, 2 plus 2 make 4. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. If the sneaker is sold out and had the second biggest sellout since, I believe, the Wolf Grays or something, I think the 11 Wolf Grays, then why is there a restock tomorrow? It's a restock tomorrow. And I don't understand. That's what I'm not understanding. The sneaker sold out. And the game is rigged, and y'all out here looking like idiots. I'm just saying, y'all out here looking like fools out here standing in line for a pair of sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead at heart. Never stood in line for a pair of sneakers. Number one, I don't want to do what they want to do, and I don't want to look like anybody else. I ever came to get a pair of sneakers, and everybody was in line for the same pair of sneakers. I'm walking off the line. I don't want those. Not doing it. Not gonna happen. Not out here looking like a clone. Not out here looking like nobody else. I am me. My originality matters. My individuality matters. I got a few pair of Jordans. Let me see. I bought some kicks. I mean, like I said, I'm a sneakerhead. We can do this all day. I got some rare gems. Some stuff y'all seen. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody bought these. These are a pair of 11s that I do have. I don't have a lot of Jordans. I probably, in my whole group, my whole crew, I probably had the most pair of Jordans with maybe like 8 pairs, something like that. We really don't do Jordans on my side of things. Even coming up, I was a Hardaway guy. I wanted all the Hardaways, all the Barclays. For me personally, these are a little uncomfortable, so I don't understand why everybody hype over the 11s. These are bring them up here. What are these? It says retro. These are the Platinum University Red. They said everything I got is authentic. We ain't never gonna question that. Everything I got is authentic. You know what I'm saying? I see the chick up there talking about how do you prove that the sneakers are real. She don't know. Don't do that video. But y'all out here looking crazy for a pair of sneakers that everybody is gonna have. Like, why? Why am I standing in line? I'm taking my hard-earned money, and you got me standing out in a cold, or you got me on the app. Nah, I don't believe any real sneakerhead does that. I just don't see it. I just don't see any real sneakerhead standing in line for a pair of sneakers, going up and beyond. Man, the sneakers are available. I'm not going up and out my way, standing down looking like an idiot in the cold, the summer, outside at midnight for a pair of kicks. It ain't happening. Not doing it. Never going to do it. Never have, never will. I'm an old school sneakerhead. Like, I hope nobody that was out there was older than 37, because you should be ashamed of yourself. If you was older than 37, you was out there in that line, yo, man, you need to reevaluate what you got going on in your life. Because ain't no way no real sneakerhead out there standing in line. Ain't no way nobody over there 37 should have been out there standing in line. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the sneakers are available. What's the difference between the sneakers back in the day when they originally released? Because to me, I believe the hype would have been crazier back then when the original sneaker came out. And y'all going crazy over the same sneaker, different colorways. Like, y'all just out here, some of y'all out here robbing people for the sneakers because you couldn't get them. I seen the guy. He must have been online at one of those sneaker stores, and he had boost points. He was mad because he had used 15. I don't know what the boost points were, but he was mad because he used 15 of his boost points and still couldn't get the sneaker. And I'm talking about the Gamma 11s. I mean, so the game is rigged, and Nike got y'all out here looking like idiots, straight foolishness for the sneakers. I'm not. I hit on the sneaker app once. I don't even go on the sneaker app. And if it's a pair of sneakers on the sneaker app that I want, I'm not doing it. I'm definitely not standing in line for no sneakers. It never will happen. I never, and it's just not going down like that. You know, like I said, I could do this all day. You know, I had to shrink wrap the bottom of these joints, but I got these too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm around. I could do this all day. These are the 11 retro. I don't know, but these joints, I got these. Got these too. You know, I'm around. Like I said, I can do this all day with y'all. I mean, it's not a game that y'all want to get into it, man. I'm an old school sneakerhead. I do this, I do it for real. And I ain't standing in line. I'm not taking my money standing in line for a pair of sneakers. It's crazy how y'all out here looking for a pair of sneakers that everybody else gonna have. So 100 million people out here gonna have them Gamma Rays. Y'all all gonna be walking around. Now, the reason I would buy them, because if with the picture, wherever you see the picture, it's a special box. I would have bought these if every pair came with this special box, and I bought them and set them to the side like most of my sneakers. Like you see, most of my sneakers it barely even touch the surface. I have so many. I have so many pairs of sneakers. Like my sneakers barely get dirty. You know, the sole is damn near clean. You know, and one thing another topic I wanted to touch, is the downfall of Nike, man. Then I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. The downfall of Nike. I was talking to somebody and I alluded to it a few months ago, probably around August, September, and I was just like, "Yo, it's crazy. Nike is on its downfall. If you're paying attention, you know." And speaking of Adidas greatest run when it had Yeezy. Adidas greatest run when it had Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? I always like Adidas clothes better than I like Nike clothes, but Nike always had the sneakers better. You know, I'm a clothes guy too, so I bought a lot of Adidas sweatsets and stuff like that, and I copped some Adidas. Like I said, when we get into me reviewing my sneakers, y'all gonna see my collection. But the downfall of Nike is crazy, man. And there was a designer who had posted something up. He was like, "Oh, y'all killing the game because all y'all want is retros." And I wanted to respond on his page. I zipped my lip. I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing." But my thought process was, we want retros because y'all designs ain't shit. Y'all designs is trash. Like, throw them Jones in the trash, bruh. Throw them Jones in the trash. Even these Wild Asians just dropped. I'm like, what's the hype over these? And I mean, it's just, or his colorway, whatever the GT Future, whatever they not bumping. They not popping. They not popping. You know, they not popping. I do it different. You know what I'm saying? If you got, look at these. Let me say, I'm different. These are some Adidas I got. These are the Dame Pusha T All-Star Weekend, I believe. But we do things different, man. I do things different on my side of things. You know, I'm not coming in this thing, like I said, looking like a clone like everybody else. And that's how y'all want to do it. But it's the downfall of Nike. That's because the designers are trash. The designs are straight whack. So that's why we want retro. That's why my generation want the retros back. And if you look at what's going on, everything Nike dropping, 75% of it is retro. I'm not grabbing anything right now. I haven't grabbed, the last pair of sneakers I grabbed was the Adidas with Krudos and Crane, the aliens from The Simpsons. They had a collab with another collab with The Simpsons. I grabbed it, and you'll see if you go on my page, this page, you'll see I did a review. It didn't get a lot of steam. That's fine. Like I said, my individuality matters most. What else we got up here? I don't have a box for these though, boy. The box is messed up, but Air Trainers, Decepticon version. I can do this all day. I can do this all day with y'all. And 9 times out of 10, all y'all gonna show is Jordans. And that's not what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? You know? You feel me? I can do this all day. You know what I mean? These are the kicks of the sneaks, the kicks of the week that I wore. Like I said, little wear and tear, you know, been around for a minute, little wear and tear. I'm just not into doing what y'all do, looking how y'all look. Even to, you know, my clothes, different, you know, my own clothing line, getting that also. I'm actually selling my actual clothes because the more pieces that I create and I'm getting rid of other stuff because I only want to be in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, magnum opus, what's your MO? You gotta figure it out. What you trying to do out here? We doing this all day. I can review sneakers. This is just a short look into my collection, man. This is a short look into my collection. Like I said, very little wear and tear on my kicks. Very low wear and tear. But I applaud y'all to be different, man. Go out there and go get something else, man. Go out there and get something else. Stop hopping on these Jordans and your whole. You're not a sneakerhead if all you got is Jordans. That's not the way it works. Sneaker is a means more than one. I mean, you're not a sneakerhead if all you got is Jordans. You're a Jordan head, that's all right. But don't say you're a sneakerhead. You're not a sneakerhead, man. Yeah. The pack. The pack. You know what I'm saying? Very few times I've had these. Like I said, I'm the sneakerhead out of my clique. The biggest sneakerhead out of my clique. And again, I can do this all day with y'all. Because 9 times out of 10, all y'all going to show is Jordans. That's all y'all know is follow the lead. I don't follow the lead. I'm the head of the pack. I'm the head of the pack. We do it different around here. You know what I'm saying? Even these joints. We do it different around here. I'm not like anybody else. I don't want to be like anybody else. This is all day with me, man. Stop. Don't let them rig y'all. Don't let them have y'all out there looking like fools, standing in the cold for a pair of sneakers. On the Nike app, you know what I mean? For the lottery. When we did the lottery back in the day, or the raffle back in the day, it was to get them early. Nowadays, y'all doing lotteries just to get the sneaker, period. And I don't understand that. Like, how you got a lottery just for me to get the sneakers? That's crazy. It's disrespectful. It's corny. I'm different. We move different on my side of things. That's why this is the Cool Kids Corner, and it's few and far between. Y'all ain't with this. Come on, man. Y'all not with what I do. Y'all not with me and my team. We move different over here. Individuality. We the originators of this. You know what I mean? Feel me. Understand me. Be different. The only way I was going to get these Gamma 11s is that box. That box is, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But that's a special box. That's a special box. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, like I said, the sneaker game is messed up. Y'all out here looking crazy, standing in line. And most of the lines was crazy long around the corner, and most of them lines sold out. Over half of them people didn't even get those things. They was just standing in line for no reason. Y'all outside at midnight with your kids. You done took your hard-earned money that you worked all week for, no matter what you do, whether you're a hustler, you out on the street. That's hard-earned money. Whether you on a 9 to 5, that's hard-earned money. Whether you got a business going and whatever, that's hard-earned money that they making y'all jump through hula hoops for. I'm not jumping through no hula hoops to give somebody my money for something that I want. If I can't just walk up in the store, just go online and grab them joints without a hassle, kick them to the curb. You can keep them. All y'all can keep them. All y'all little minions walking around with these Gammas on, looking like fools. Cause I seen the picture, whole family got them. And then you got this boy, if I can, I'll put the link in the description. The boy who's at the store crying because he got him some Gamma 11. His girl recording. First of all, why you with that, man? That's a whole different topic. But, that's the type of men y'all like nowadays. Men who ain't really men. Ain't no way. My sister or anybody, a female that I know, would have kept being with that boy after seeing that man crying in the store for a pair of Gammas. For a pair of sneakers, period. That ain't what we do. That ain't what we do. We ain't about that life. Grown man status over here, individual status over here, original status over here. We do it big, we do it different. We do it how we want to do it, how we always been doing it, because that's how we was raised. Not raised to stand in no line for no sneakers. Not raised to cry about no sneakers. Not raised to look like a clone and look like anybody else. You know what I mean? That's my take. You can hate. That's fine, hate. You know what I mean? I'm not the one standing in line for them 11s. I ain't even get them 11s for my kids. But you'll see all the sneakers up here. The one thing I probably didn't put up, can't show you a picture of, is the Ja. The Ja Morant, I don't know, the 2s or 3s, he's going crazy with these joints, man. The Jurassic Parks is about to drive. He got at least 7 more colors. You find the video, he got at least 7 more colorways about to drop, and I'm liking them. I'm liking the Ja's, man. Not for me, but more so for my son. You know what I'm saying? More so for my son. My son, he likes them joints, so, you know. Get out here, get something different, man. Go support your independent designers, man. Like I said, go support your independent designers. Like I said, this is 2 pair independent designers right here. I ain't giving y'all no names. I don't want y'all out here looking like me. If you know, you know. Go ahead, go out and get with it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you don't know. But this is just 2 pair of kicks that I have from some individual designers. I mean, independent designers, excuse me. And you know, man. Get down. Man, Siegel said, get down and lay down. A lot of y'all laying down. Y'all ain't getting down. You saying? Feel me? So that's what I wanted to speak on, this rigged sneaker game. I got y'all out here looking like idiots, looking like fools standing in line. And y'all do it a lot. Yeah, I guess it's the new thing to do, but it ain't for me. It ain't for nobody that I roll with. So that's really my take. Like I said, I was gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna curse. And I still don't know the rule. I don't want to get banned and nothing like that for cursing. But y'all hilarious. Y'all are hilarious for standing outside for a pair of kids, getting on that act. You know what I mean? Trying to y'all mad and they, you know. Then you still got the bots out there. You gonna tell me how one man got 13 pair of the shoes, 20-something pair of the shoes, then he online posted them up. But Nike said they got stuff there so nobody can get the bots. You know what I mean? So nobody can use chat boxes or whatever they call. All right, they ain't using chat boxes. They sure got y'all standing outside. Y'all out there 12 o'clock at night looking like a damn fool. You probably ain't even feed your kids or yourself. Out there looking like that. Again, I don't care how you feel about it. It's my page, it's my opinion. I say what I want, how I want to say it. Y'all idiots, y'all fools for standing outside for any pair of sneakers. Real sneakerheads stand up. We got this. We gonna keep on going. Like I said, last pair of joints I bought with them Adidas, and you know, I'll probably get back into the game a little bit, but it's not to do what y'all do. You know, I got some Kyrie's around here somewhere. And, you know, I got some Answers around here. Before Kyrie was even signed to Answer, I got some Answers around here. I got some Dragon Ball joints over here somewhere. You know, I got some Saucony's. I got some Reebok. I got some Reeboks around here. I got a lot. I'm a sneakerhead. You know, independent sneakers, name brand sneakers. I got it all. Because this is what I do. Y'all hype men. Y'all just follow and do what everybody else says. Nike said this is the hype, or your man said all these joints is fire. You want them. You a hype man. You a hype man. That's what you are. That's the new word. That's the new word. We gonna, you know what I mean? Y'all can go ahead and use that. Y'all hype men. That's what it is nowadays. Y'all hype men. Because the sneaker really ain't, every pair of sneakers really ain't that live for y'all to be standing in line. You know, the Wale joints, it's just a different colorway. They alright, but I don't see no artistic design in it. I don't see no real artistic design in that sneaker, that GT Future, whatever it is. I wouldn't buy it. Keep doing. Let's keep doing them retros like you see the Gary Paytons up here. Like I say, wherever I'm gonna put it, you see the Gary Paytons. You know, you see the shocks from the Vince Carter shocks. That's how we know it's the downfall of Nike. That's how we know the sneaker game is messed up. That's how we know the designs are trash because we're doing all these retros. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. I got some updates for some action figures that I didn't post up yesterday, and I still got my reviews that I'm gonna do this week. But thank you for tuning in to the Cool Kids Corner. What else am I to say, man? We here. I'm here. I'm doing it. Talking my ish. Being who I am. You keep buying your Gammas and standing in line for your Jordans or whatever else you want to buy. You stand in line for, because Nike got y'all here looking like suckers, breaking the game. Sneakers sold out, second biggest sellout in Nike history. But there's a restock tomorrow. I thought the sneakers were sold out. There's a restock. All right. Cool Kids Corner out.